Hello, and welcome back to Password. We're gonna be starting Roswell's thing, which, this one, I think? This would make sense to me. Yes. Okay. Day 20. We do it. Okay. I sat up in bed, looking around before the loud snore from next to me made me jerk my head in that direction, and to see where it came from. There Roswell was, sprawled out on his back, with a blissful smile on his face. I could only return the smile, but mine was a little more grim, knowing full well that this was going to be something I had to commit to memory. Who knows how many mornings I'd experience like this. Rubbing my eyes, I tried to think back to the dream I had, frowning when I couldn't remember if those were things that had actually happened, or if I was just hallucinating. The longer I sat there with my thoughts, the more confused I got. But all the while, Roswell remained asleep and happy. I found myself getting jealous. I tried to lay back down to get some more sleep, but as I got closer to my pillow, I heard Roswell's breathing change, followed by a yawn.
Good morning.
Hey, morning.
Did you sleep well?
Well enough, I guess. Some strange dream, but that's become kind of normal, really.
How strange is strange?
It was as if I just woke up. Everything felt so real. I don't remember playing cards with House, Hoss, and Tyson all at the same time.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Well, if it was just playing cards, I guess that's fine, right? It could have been worse.
Yeah, I guess so.
I have dreams like that too, sometimes too. Almost as if they were memories I was reliving. Sometimes they're, crazy strange, though. But I can still, tell they're dreams.
How strange is strange?
Sometimes, I imagine I'm a great magician, sawing someone in half. But when I do the trick, they turn into candy, and it just kind of gets everywhere.
That's,
Not all of them are like that. Sometimes it's just thoughts about school. But because we're not at school now, I could tell that it was just a dream. And that's kind of the spectrum. There we go.
It sounds similar to mine, although, I guess replace school with home.
It makes sense. You think of home. You miss it.
My smile went grave, and I looked him over as I moved the rest back on my elbows.
Go on, Dave. I know you want to ask.
Do you ever dream about dying?
That's complicated. Maybe once or twice, but not in the way you're probably thinking. Night terror stuff like falling off cliff or being attacked.
Right, yeah.
I think if we stay in bed, all you're going to do is just keep overthinking things, so why don't we head down and get something to eat? I know I could use some coffee, so I can only imagine what's it like for you.
You mean coffee or sugar?
Why not both?
We stumble out of bed and put on clothes. Maybe Roswell was right, and I just needed some coffee in my system. He seemed to be managing just fine without it, although it could have just been the prospect of sugar to fuel his sweet tooth. He was almost taking the stairs 2 at a time as we headed down to the foyer, but he waited for me as I dragged my feet. From there, I was into the dining room. It was into the dining. Yes. He'd paused from talking to Sal briefly to top up his coffee, causing the crocodile to do a double take when he resumed their conversation while openly pouring the sugar bowl into his mug. That's Roswell, all right. I shot Roswell a pleading look, not knowing how to how to explain better. Okay, so just mostly the same. Just that one little thing. Okay. Do cute face. Yes. I clued in immediately to what Thanatos was talking about, and ducked my head, looking quickly at Roswell, who seemed to be realizing what Thanatos was talking about. I keep my head down and trying not to think about it. Even knowing it beforehand didn't help, and being reminded of it just made my head sink. Okay. I'd already made the promise, having had the extra time to process it, but it didn't make me feel any easier having the prospect brought up again. Okay. Oh, okay. Me? Fine, I guess. Well, I guess it's less fine and more just in shock, or not really knowing if it's really real still, or maybe it's just that, or maybe it's not that, but just, it's a lot, right? There we go. Okay. These two lads. Oh, anything new here? Nope. Okay. I suppose Sal is not gonna have, like, too much new as well. Okay. Oh yeah, the dancing scene. Roswell wandered over and picked up my plate, and along with his, started to head into the kitchen. I'm gonna go give Roswell a hand doing the dishes.
Hold on.
What?
Something's bothering me. Something's off.
What's off?
I'm not quite sure, but it has something to do with you and Roswell. Oh, you mean how, they're dating now? Excuse me?
I immediately looked away, but caught sight of Dean staring right at me, or rather, through me. Already I could feel the guilt starting to build in my stomach as he silently stared me down. Slowly he got up and eventually walked away without a word. No, Dean. Oh, I care so much.
Oh, that's not good.
Sal got up next and wandered off after Dean, and I had a pretty good idea why.
So, are we going to get a story to how this came about?
And why your timing of it seems really poor given Dean's reaction. It sort of just well, I won't say it sort of just happened, but it kind of did.
Meaning? Meaning?
Like, Roswell asked me out, asked me outright a few days ago, or like a while back actually. He said he had feelings for me in some way, but didn't know for sure what they were.
Weren't you dating Dean at the time?
I don't know. I just know things sort of just, you know, happened.
Roswell, mind explaining?
Have to admit, I'm a little curious too.
And not much, nothing much to it. I said how I felt, and gave Dave the choice, knowing everything that would come of it. And he came to the decision on his own.
Really? Oh, that's it?
Sounds a little sketchy to me, especially with Dean vaguely in the picture. What do you mean by vaguely?
Dave, in the time we've been here, Roswell's been more upfront about his feelings and intentions than both you and Dean had been in what, over a year?
That's,
as fun as I'm sure as it is to bully Dave, maybe leave him alone so we can do the dishes.
Tyson flashes me a quick thumbs up before leaving the table, and notably his leaving the table and notably his plate on the table. Okay.
Well, don't let us keep you. Come on, Orlando.
Orlando gave me a wry look and pointed at me carefully.
I do expect details later from both of you.
He pointed to Roswell before leaving with Haas. With a shrug, Roswell led the way to the kitchen, and we cleaned up after. We were both yawning by the time we'd gotten back to the bedroom. Roswell rubbing his eyes, and as he closes the door behind him. Time for bed already?
Yeah, I'm exhausted already.
Well, it was a pretty involved day, right?
That, and, well, I'm not at 100% either.
Oh, right. Are you in pain, or...?
No, I'm alright. It's just tiredness, really. I don't think I'm going to start sleeping as much as you do, though.
Hey! He nudges me playfully before yawning again.
Go on. Go have your shower, and we can settle in for the night.
You sure you're feeling alright?
Absolutely. It's just tiredness, I swear.
By the time I had returned, Roswell was unconscious, sprawled out on his bed with his shirt half off. After helping him out and making sure he was comfortable, I climbed into bed next to him after turning off the light. He mumbled quietly in his sleep, a worried expression on his face until I cuddled up next to him. Then, as if all was right in the world, a faint smile rested on his face, and was the last thing I saw before I too fell asleep. Okay. Well, I guess we don't need this save anymore. Okay, and then we'll go to the title screen and see Roswell's. Okay, so he still has the thing. Yeah. That hasn't appeared within the game itself yet, right? I guess I've kind of always assumed this was like the cure thing that Oswin talked about, like the thing for Reginald, but I could be wrong. My memory bad. It even says things, and I just don't remember what this means, or does. Yeah, we're gonna go to Sal next. Sal's a good boy. We all like Sal here, right? Wait, which... Yeah, okay. Sal's a good boy. He's the big one. Okay, my eyes went wide as the world continued to move, although in gentle rocking motion up and down. Groping around me, next to me, I was met with the firm muscle and the quiet grumbling of the crocodile beneath me. Breathing out, I went limp on top of Sal, closing my eyes and dozing as he continued to sleep. It was nice, relaxing as if I were on the ocean, or being rocked to sleep gently in a hammock, maybe. I was roused from my nap when I felt Sal's claws running gently through the fur on my back, teasing and combing lightly as I lay there. Morning.
Oh, sorry if I woke you.
No, it's okay. I was awake, sort of.
Everything all right? You seem dazed.
Just a strange dream. I didn't realize where I was at first, then figured I'd just dozed until you woke up.
I see.
I'm okay, I promise. Just still trying to make sense of it all.
Anything specific, or are you meaning literally anything?
I guess if I had to narrow it down, it'd be the dream first, and then just what happened yesterday.
Would you like to talk about it either?
This is going to sound like a strange question, but did you, me, Haas, and Tyson play card games together at any point?
Oh, I can't say we have. Why?
What about, a river? Did we go swimming at the river?
No.
It just felt so real.
Were you dreaming lucidly? Could that be it?
Maybe. I don't think I've ever dreamt like that before, but I could have sworn, I was, awake during those things.
Does it bother you?
Maybe only a little. I think knowing when I'm, dreaming and when I'm not. Oh, I like knowing, yes. The past few vivid dreams I've had, I knew were, dreams because I dreamt about being at home. But these were places here, I guess.
If you weren't still right where we were. Wait. If you weren't still right where we went to sleep, I'd offer sleepwalking as an alternative.
It wasn't sleepwalking either, because that would have required you to be awake too, right?
Ah, yes, right.
I don't know, Sal. It just feels strange. I feel strange.
Strange as in sick, or strange as in...
I don't know how to explain it. Just strange, I guess.
Is there anything I can do?
I don't know, really. I guess, maybe once we talk things out with everyone today, things will make more sense.
I don't think I understand, how that will be the case, but I hope so. Were you wanting to head downstairs now?
Maybe in a bit. I'm still a bit out of it. He ran his hand through the fur on my head, before, leaning down and, kissing me on the cheek, or rather lightly brushing his snout against my face. Sal, did you just...
Sorry, was that too far?
Was that meant to be a kiss?
I'm sorry. I'll ask next time.
No, it's fine. Just, I guess I expected something more. Like, you're allowed, you know.
May I be honest?
Of course.
I may just be tired, but I keep getting distracted by how easy it would be to just fit your whole head in my mouth. Like a watermelon.
What?
Sorry. Maybe it'll be better if you initiate the next kiss.
Like right now?
I think the moment has passed, and continuing with the honesty, I could use some breakfast.
We got up and got dressed. Sal seemed lost in his thoughts while we got ready to head downstairs, and when we did, he lagged behind, catching up with me at the base of the stairs. Shooting me a rousing nod, we made our way into the dining room. He was enjoying a cup of coffee as well, quietly listening to Roswell as he spoke a mile in a minute. He was paying attention, but not really adding much to the conversation, it seemed. Okay. Do the things, yes indeed. I should really have a bottle of water with me, instead of just a can of soda. But, whatever. Sometimes the caffeine helps me get through these sessions. That and I don't drink coffee, so I have to get that kind of shit from somewhere. I probably shouldn't get it from soda, it's so bad for you. But at the same time, fuck, I love it. It's not quite addicting, but... Did Sal had no new dialogue there? Okay. Here I was, expect like I was reaching for the mouse to be like, oh, okay, well, there'll be like 1 or 2 sentences difference for that scene. Nope. Not for Sal. He doesn't deserve it, I guess, which is so sad. I like Sal. I mean, yes, he's squarely in the middle for me. There's 6 people. He's like somewhere in the middle for me. Cause Haas and Tyson are more, you know. I looked across to Sal, who flashed me a smile before looking to Dean. His expression softened as Dean gave him some kind of look, and for a few moments, they seemed to have a conversation without speaking. It resulted in Dean excusing himself from the table and leaving the dining room.
I should go deal with that later.
Oh.
Normally you'd be all over, making sure he's all right. What's different this time?
Oh, I think... Rude, Roswell. Just getting in front of Sal like that.
I think I know.
It's complicated. How complicated could it be? Does it have something to do with what happened yesterday?
Do I know what's it about?
I would say so, yes.
Oh. I'm sure that Roswell's supposed to be here, but this is just really funny to me. Ah. See, this just shows how awful Roswell is. This is supposed to be Sal's route, and yet he thinks he's important enough to be front and center.
Oh, what? Wait, did something bad happen? I wouldn't say so. No, it is a little problematic. Which is why I'll deal with it later. I'm the best equipped to deal with the Dean.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
This wouldn't happen to be a case of weighing up your friendship with the Dean versus your, romantic endeavors.
Romantic? What? Who? When?
I saw Haas and Tyson share a look with one another before they slowly got out of their chairs and made to leave.
Roswell, what gave it away?
Intuition, mostly. Just the sequence of events and information given seemed to be the simplest answer.
It's complicated. Can we just get back to what exactly it is that is so complicated, so I'm not in the dark?
Sal and Dave are dating. Haas flashed Sal a thumbs up as he walked out the door after Tyson. The sounds of them chatting fading quickly away, to leave the rest of us silently reeling in what he'd said. Yes.
Oh, we're not dating as such, but we're curious to know if it could work. That's basically dating. Given the current status of affairs, it's not quite there. Priorities are going to things not romantically inclined. At least for now.
Right. Once we're off the island, we'll figure it out properly.
But, I assume you two will, continue to bunk up together, regardless.
It's, Dave we're talking about. Do you, know anyone else who likes to cuddle more?
I chuckled nervously as Orlando shook his head, Sal keeping his gaze averted.
Well, I get why it's a sensitive topic with Dean, then. Good God, why does, this just scream potential drama? Probably because, feelings are messy.
I trust your judgment, Sal. And don't worry about your dishes. I'll, help Orlando with them. So you can spend some time with Dave.
What if I want to spend time with him?
Rude. Besides, the chores need doing anyway, and I happen to know how to, wash them properly now.
Oh, this I've got to see.
There wasn't really anything else to say beyond that. Roswell flashed me a wink and started dragging Orlando as best he could by the arm to the kitchen, leaving just Sal and I in the room. He gestured upstairs. Sal had wandered off to go check with Dean briefly, but insisted I go on ahead, so I did, and ended up just waiting on his bed, wondering how long he'd be.
Sorry, I'm here now.
That didn't take long.
Just had to make sure Dean was doing alright. He's fine enough.
That doesn't sound like he's alright.
He will be. It's just, it's still just a sore spot.
Any idea how long it's going to, continue being a sore spot? I don't like that he's in pain.
Truthfully, I don't know. Could be tomorrow, could be a week. It's hard to say.
Oh.
I didn't expect, Roswell to be so observant about it, though.
Really? He's pretty, switched on, normally, anyway.
From what I've heard, it's mostly just academics, but, Do you know the difference between intelligence and wisdom?
No?
What about smarts versus street smarts?
Oh, yeah. I know that just from being around Tyson.
It's not quite the same, but imagine Roswell having no street smarts, but having a lot of book smarts.
Well, yeah, but I don't get how that relates to this.
The point I'm trying to make is that I didn't expect the overlap from his normal areas of expertise to cross into knowing about relationships we find ourselves in.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
I suppose. With everyone being friends, it makes sense in a way that we'd pick up on small things that most others wouldn't think about. It might be why Haas seems to cue in quickly too.
Or Orlando, just dropping the ball.
It could be that too. Now, was there anything you wanted to do tonight?
Cuddle?
Aside from cuddling.
I guess just that. Beyond taking a shower and then settling in for the night, I think that's all I have planned. Sal seemed to sigh, a stiffness in his shoulders releasing.
Good. I had some concerns you might be wanting something more intimate.
Oh, well, if you're offering...
Oh, no. I don't think I'm ready for that.
What about a kiss?
I might be able to manage that. A small one, anyway.
I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
It's mostly fine. I'm just still thinking about this morning.
About how my head could fit in your mouth? Oh my god. I grumble. He grumbles, rubbing his neck.
I don't really know how to kiss. And with the relative size of our mouths, it might be difficult.
So you're worried that you're going to just bite my face?
No. Alright, perhaps a little bit.
It'll be fine, Sal. We don't have to do anything you're not comfortable with. His hands found my shoulders suddenly, and much like the morning, he pressed the end of his snout against my cheek and held it there for a moment.
I might need to practice, but was that alright?
I chuckled, shaking my head before embracing him. It was great. I went to shower and tagged out with Sal once I was done. Then we jumped into bed, and like most other times we shared the bed, I found myself laying across his front and thumbing on his chest, making me smile. Soon enough, the thrumming died down, and I could tell he was asleep, a peaceful smile on his face. And his chest rose. As his chest rose and fell, I thought about what was to happen next with us. Maybe asking Orlando for some tips might help, because I didn't really know what I was doing either. But that was a problem for the morning, and with a yawn I fell asleep. Okay. We will do this one, and then we will go to title to see what Sal's menu looks like. Big. Oh, he still got that axe, though. Oh, I mean, shocker to no one. My favorite's probably Tyson's. Because I'm predictable. Dean's is cute, too. Damn it. Well, I think that's probably going to end the password videos for now. I don't know if I'll stream Path D or B, or if I'll do that one after this. I don't know if I should record that or stream that. I don't know how much content there is. I don't know if it's enough for a stream, but you know how it is. It's fine. I'll see you all around.